Hi there. Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Or maybe you're noticing that some days it's just harder to get out of bed and tackle your to-do list. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people over 70 experience these feelings, but the good news is there are simple, effective ways to boost your energy and feel more vibrant than ever. In this video, we're going to uncover some secrets to living wisely after 70. These are tips and habits that can help you not just survive, but thrive in your later years. From staying physically active to keeping your mind sharp, and from nurturing your social connections to finding purpose in your daily life, we'll cover it all. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to make small changes that can lead to big improvements in your quality of life. So, stick around until the end, because I've got some really valuable insights that you won't want to miss. Let's dive right in. Living wisely after 70 means making choices that support your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It's about embracing this stage of life with enthusiasm and making the most of every day. So, what are some of these secrets? Well, the first one is all about staying active. You might think that as you get older, you need to slow down, but actually, the opposite is true. Regular physical activity is crucial for maintaining your strength, flexibility, and overall health. According to health experts, walking just 30 minutes a day can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 30% and lower your risk of stroke by 35%. That's a significant benefit for a simple activity that you can do almost anywhere. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights unless that's your thing, of course. But even simple activities like walking, swimming, or doing some gentle stretching can make a huge difference. Let me share a story. My friend Margaret, who's 72, used to spend most of her days sitting at home, watching television. She felt tired all the time and was starting to worry about her health. Then, she decided to join a local walking group. At first, she could only manage 15 minutes, but over time, she worked up to 30 minutes a day. Now, she says she feels like she's got her spark back, she's got more energy, her mood is better, and she's even made new friends in the group. That's the kind of change I'm talking about. So, how can you get started? One easy way is to take a walk after meals. It helps with digestion and gets you moving. If you're not sure where to start, check out local senior centers or community centers. Many offer exercise classes designed specifically for older adults, like chair, yoga, or water aerobics. These are great because they're gentle on your joints and a lot of fun. You could also try gardening or dancing to your favorite music at home. The key is to find something you enjoy, so it doesn't feel like a chore. Another tip is to stay consistent. It's better to do a little bit every day than to push yourself too hard one day and then rest for a week. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity, a week that's about 30 minutes, 5 days a week. And if you have any health concerns, like arthritis or heart issues, talk to your doctor first to make sure you're choosing activities that are safe for you. The goal is to keep moving in a way that feels good and keeps you strong. Speaking of meeting new people, that brings me to our second secret. Staying connected. Social connections are vital at any age, but especially as we get older. Research has shown that people with strong social ties tend to live longer and have better mental health. In fact, studies have found that maintaining strong social connections can reduce the risk of cognitive decline and even lower the risk of heart disease. That's right. Spending time with friends and family isn't just good for your soul, it's good for your body, too. I know staying connected can be tough sometimes. Maybe you're living alone, or your kids and grandkids are far away. Or perhaps you've lost a spouse or close friends, and it feels harder to reach out. But let me tell you, it's worth the effort. Think about someone like John, a 75-year-old I know. After his wife passed away, he felt isolated and stopped going out. But then he started volunteering at a local food bank once a week. Not only did it give him a reason to get out of the house, but he also met people who became like family to him. Now, he looks forward to those days and feels more connected than ever. So, how can you stay connected? One way is to join clubs or groups that interest you. Love reading? Join a book club. Enjoy gardening? Look for a community garden or a gardening group. Senior centers are fantastic for this. They often have activities like card games, craft classes, or even day trips. If getting out is hard, technology can be a lifesaver. Video calls are a great way to see your loved ones' faces, even if they're across the country. If you're not tech-savvy, don't worry. Many libraries and community centers offer free classes to help you learn how to use smartphones or computers. Another idea is to nurture the relationships you already have. Call a friend you haven't talked to in a while, or send a handwritten note to your grandkids. Little gestures like that can mean so much. And if you're feeling lonely, don't be afraid to reach out for support. Many communities have programs that pair seniors with volunteers for companionship, or you can call a helpline to talk to someone who cares. The important thing is to focus on quality, not quantity. Even 1 or 2 close relationships can make a huge difference in how you feel. Now that we've covered staying active and staying connected, let's explore another key aspect of living wisely after 70, keeping your mind sharp. Before we continue, I'd truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you could take a moment to like this video and leave a comment if you find it helpful. Your support means a lot to me, and it helps others discover this content too. Now, let's get back to our topic. Living wisely after 70 means nurturing every part of yourself, and that includes your mind. So, let's dive into how to keep your mind sharp. As we get older, it's common to notice small changes in memory or focus, like forgetting a name or misplacing your keys. But here's the good news. You can take steps to keep your brain healthy and vibrant. One of the best ways is to stay mentally active. Think of your brain like a muscle it needs regular exercise to stay strong. This could mean reading a new book, tackling a crossword puzzle, or even learning something completely new, like a language or a musical instrument. Let me share a story about my friend George, who's 75. He was a teacher for years, but after retiring, he felt like his mind was slowing down. He decided to try something bold, learning to play the piano. At first, he struggled with the notes, but he stuck with it. Over time, not only did he get better at playing, but he also noticed his memory and concentration improved. Now, he plays little tunes for his grandchildren, and it brings so much joy to everyone. That's the power of challenging your brain. So, whether it's joining a book club, taking an online course, or trying Sudoku, find something that sparks your curiosity and dive in. Another key to a sharp mind is managing stress. Life can throw curveballs, and chronic stress can make it harder to think clearly. Simple practices like meditation, deep breathing, or even a gentle yoga class can help calm your mind. If you're feeling overwhelmed, try this. Take a moment to close your eyes. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts. Hold for 4, then exhale for 4. It's a quick way to reset. Even a short walk can lift your mood and clear your head. Sleep is another big piece of the puzzle. When you sleep, your brain processes what you've learned and clears out toxins that build up during the day. Most adults need 7 to 9 H-hours of sleep a night to feel their best. If you're having trouble sleeping, try setting a regular bedtime, avoiding screens an hour before bed, and making your bedroom cozy. Think soft lighting and a comfortable mattress. These small changes can make a big difference in how sharp you feel. Now, let's talk about another secret to living wisely after 70. Eating well. What you put on your plate doesn't just fuel your body, it feeds your brain, too. A balanced diet full of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can keep you energized and support your memory and focus. Research points to diets like the Mediterranean or Mind diet as especially good for brain health. These diets focus on foods like leafy greens, berries, nuts, fish, and olive oil, which are packed with antioxidants and healthy fats that protect your brain cells. For example, eating fish like salmon or sardines a couple of times a week can help reduce inflammation, which is great for your brain. And blueberries? They're sometimes called brain berries because their antioxidants may help slow brain aging. Here's a tip. Aim for a colorful plate. Different colored fruits and veggies like red tomatoes, orange carrots, And green spinach provide different nutrients, so a rainbow on your plate means you're getting a wide range of vitamins and minerals. Also, don't forget to drink plenty of water. Even mild dehydration can make it harder to concentrate, so keep a water bottle handy. There's something else exciting to know about food. Your gut and brain are connected. Scientists call this the gut-brain axis, and it means the bacteria in your gut can influence your mood and thinking. Eating foods that support a healthy gut, like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi, can benefit both your digestion and your brain. It's like giving your mind a little extra love through your meals. Let me tell you about my Aunt Martha, who's 72. She used to rely on fast food and sugary snacks, and she often felt tired and foggy. Then, she decided to make a change. She started eating more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and she even began growing her own herbs and veggies in a small garden. Now, she says she feels like a new person, more energy, better focus, and her doctor says her blood pressure and cholesterol are looking great. It just goes to show that small changes in what you eat can have a big impact. If healthy eating feels overwhelming, start simple. Plan a few meals ahead of time, or try cooking in bulk so you have leftovers. If you live alone or have dietary needs, look into meal delivery services that offer nutritious options. And if you're wondering about supplements like vitamin D or omega-3, talk to your doctor to see what's right for you. Whole foods are usually the best way to get nutrients, but sometimes a supplement can help. So, keeping your mind sharp means staying curious, managing stress, getting enough sleep, and eating foods that nourish your brain and body. These steps don't have to be huge. Start with 1 or 2 changes, like doing a puzzle a few times a week or adding a handful of berries to your breakfast. Build from there, and you'll be amazed at how much better you feel. Remember, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. You deserve to live your best life at any age. Let's keep this journey going with another secret to living wisely after 70. Finding purpose. You might think that after a certain age, life is just about slowing down or taking it easy. But let me tell you, having a sense of purpose can light up your days like nothing else. It's about finding something that gets you excited to wake up in the morning, whether it's a hobby, helping others, or sharing your wisdom with the next generation. Purpose doesn't have to mean big, grand gestures. It can be as simple as tending to a garden, knitting scarves for a local charity, or teaching your grandkids how to bake your famous cookies. These things give you a reason to stay engaged with life. I know a woman named Clara who's 78. After retiring from her job as a nurse, she felt a bit lost, like she didn't have a role anymore. Then she started volunteering at a community center, leading a weekly storytelling group for kids. She says it's given her a new spark she feels needed, and the kids love her stories. Plus, it's helped her stay sharp and connected. That's what purpose can do. Research backs this up. Studies show that people who feel a sense of purpose tend to have better emotional health and may even live longer. Volunteering, for example, can reduce the risk of depression and give you a sense of accomplishment. So, how can you find your purpose? Start by thinking about what you love or what you're good at. Maybe you've always enjoyed painting. Why not take a class or share your artwork with others? Or perhaps you have a skill, like woodworking or sewing, that you could teach someone else. If you're not sure where to start, check out local volunteer opportunities. Libraries, animal shelters, and food banks often need help, and you might discover a new passion. Another way to find purpose is through small, meaningful connections. Write a letter to a friend, share stories with your family, or mentor someone younger. Even helping a neighbor with a task can make you feel like you're making a difference. The key is to do something that feels rewarding to you. It doesn't have to take up all your time, just a few hours a week can work wonders. Now, let's talk about another secret that ties everything together. Embracing positivity. Life after 70 can come with challenges, maybe health issues, or missing loved ones, but focusing on the good stuff can really lift your spirits. Practices like gratitude and mindfulness help you stay grounded and find joy in the everyday moments. Gratitude is about noticing the little things that make life special. Try this. Every evening, write down 3 things you're thankful for. It could be a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a neighbor, or a beautiful sunset. My friend Tom, who's 74, started doing this after a tough year. He told me it completely changed how he saw his days. Instead of dwelling on what was hard, he started noticing all the small joys, and it made him feel lighter and more hopeful. Research shows that gratitude can lower stress and even improve your physical health, so it's a simple habit with big rewards. Mindfulness is another great tool. It's about being fully present in the moment, whether you're sipping tea, listening to music, or chatting with a friend. One way to practice mindfulness is to take a few minutes each day to focus on your senses. Notice the smell of your morning toast, the sound of birds outside, or the feel of a soft blanket. These moments can help you feel calm and centered, even on busy days. If you want to go deeper, try a short meditation. There are free apps or videos online that guide you through it, and many are designed for beginners or seniors. Embracing positivity doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges. It's about choosing to focus on what you can control and finding joy where you can. And trust me, the more you practice, the easier it gets to spot the good in every day. Finally, let's talk about one last secret: prioritizing your health. This might sound obvious, but taking care of your body is one of the best ways to live wisely after 70. Regular checkups with your doctor can catch small issues before they become big ones. Things like monitoring your blood pressure, cholesterol, or blood sugar can make a huge difference in how you feel. If you're managing a condition like diabetes or arthritis, staying on top of your medications and following your doctor's advice is key. But prioritizing health isn't just about doctor visits, it's also about the little things you do every day. Gentle stretching in the morning can keep you flexible and reduce aches. Taking time to relax, whether through reading or listening to calming music, helps your body recharge. And don't forget to listen to your body. If you're feeling tired, it's okay to rest. If something doesn't feel right, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. Being proactive about your health gives you the energy and strength to enjoy all the other things we've talked about. Let me share one more story. My Uncle Fred, who's 80, used to skip his annual checkups because he felt fine. But after a friend convinced him to go, his doctor found a minor issue with his blood pressure. With a small change in his routine, Fred's feeling better than ever, and he's back to his favorite hobby, birdwatching. Stories like his remind us that taking care of our health lets us keep doing what we love. So, let's bring it all together. Living wisely after 70 is about making choices that nourish your body, mind, and soul. From staying active and connected, to keeping your mind sharp and eating well, to finding purpose and embracing positivity, each of these habits builds on the others. They're like pieces of a puzzle that, when put together, create a vibrant, fulfilling life. And the best part? You don't have to do it all at once. Start with one small change, maybe a daily walk, a gratitude journal, or a call to a friend, and see how it feels. Every step you take is a step toward living your best life. I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're excited to try after watching this video? Drop it in the comments below, and let's inspire each other. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more tips on thriving at any age. Here's to living wisely, joyfully, and fully after 70. You've got this.